plans got beaten off the track. I've been to hell and back and still know that I still breathe for this. We've gone too far to stop now. It's too late for a slowdown. And as the highway stakes its claim, I haven't eaten since last week. It's too late for a slowdown. And I still breathe for this day of loneliness on the road. And our plans got beaten off the track. I've been to hell and back and still know that I still breathe for great shows. God knows I want nothing less. There's a lot of them will be the walls of my success. My friends, none of them need to keep in check. Yeah, you don't need to ask me cause I've always got your back. And lights on, sound loud, blood, tears and sweat. But nothing feels better when the crowd lights are set. And after show partying when we make some friends. Pick any town in Canada, I'll show you some of them. And I still breathe for this days of loneliness on the road. And our plans got beaten off the track. I've been to hell and back and still know I still breathe for this days of loneliness on the road. And our plans got beaten off the track. I've been to hell and back and still know that I still breathe for this. I still breathe for this. I still breathe for home show out on the road again today, and I don't know where my mind's been. Wondering thoughts as I try to ascertain just who's to blame the chemicals when I've been acting like an animal and need hard times down in the dirt. We all want the same things, but we live like we don't. Until the music stops, no, I'm not coming home. Live show nights under a new bridge. My only sustenance is candy sandwich. And in my baggage, I packed up all my bandages. A guitar graveyard car filled up with caskets. So I traveled east with my hopes under my feet. Hung out with the ghosts and the songs left on repeat. With a voice so stubborn 'cause he can't get used to the rainfall. No, he can't get used to the rainfall. I drove the mainland roads until the bitter end. More carcinogens, I can't afford them. I slept in basements of the minor worlds that you call friends. Analyzing words you said with up the bandages. 'Cause I can't get used to the rainfall. No, I can't get used to the rainfall. When I travel east with your words fresh on my teeth. Hung out with the ghosts and the breath of gasoline. I can't get used to the rainfall. No, I can't get used to the rainfall. And no, I can't get used to the rainfall. No, I can't get used to the rainfall. I can't get used to the rainfall. No, I can't get used to the rainfall. That, another cliche things. When I'm the type of guy that marks the moment with a bottle. You don't have to be a model, 'cause shit, what I would give. Spend a little time with someone who has some substance and we won't stick together. We'll be happy at first, till you find out I'm a player just as much as you're a flirt. We'll enjoy our time together, though we'll probably never peak, as I keep my load of secrets and my thoughts play hide and seek. So don't let me hide inside my head. Don't let me hide inside my head. I want that, but not without cute me. See, this isn't fake, that's something straight out of the movies. And you keep talking about going away, as if to say the thought of staying tears you every day. And we won't stick together, 'cause you fall so fast. Well, your heart is always heavy, no wonder we won't last. We'll enjoy our time together, though our love is sliding deep down in something secret where my thoughts are hiding. So don't let me hide inside my head. Don't let me hide inside my head. If this is what you want, then go, 'cause I won't be the one to follow you through all your roads. Don't let me hide inside my head. 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 I said don't let me hide inside my head.
All right, and with that, welcome to the Zealous Racing League Round 6 here at Laguna Seca in North America. Our only North American track on the game so far in ACC. See if they add more in the future, but I know next month we're going to be having, or the next couple days, tomorrow actually, I believe, we have the new DLC coming out for the game, introducing the track that the F1 teams just drove at, Imola, in in Italy. So that should be really exciting to see the game. It's a very pretty track with a lot of wonderful nature. But here today, Laguna Seca with the famous corkscrew out in California. We got an interesting race for you today. We have a couple change ups here with the competitors. We have Anthony Jones showing up again. Here, doing a good lap here, getting a P2. Well, he'll be starting the race on the outside going through turn one. So let's see what he can accomplish here with that great starting position. And as we have Peter Hutchins on pole in the newly skinned Aston Martin of his team, rocking that 44 number, Lewis Hamilton. At the moment, Kexel is kicking some ass in the championship standings here and is running away with this championship at the moment with a huge margin. We'll get underway here. Some guys to look out for. Kenneth Porter is 7th. Calvin Wolf actually doing really great here in 8th position. Valero, Tim Shade, teammates 9th, 10th. De Rocher doing pretty well in 11th position. He's been doing really good in the season so far. But as we start our formation lap here, going around and coming into turn one, the guys will be going double file, warming up those tires. I have some technical difficulties. If you could let me, if you're listening and can hear, just let me know how the audio level is tonight. I tried to work on that a little bit since last week there. I noticed the microphone volume was quite down. So hopefully I improved that here tonight. But as they come around to the last corner, we'll switch on to our camera view we'd like to run through the race. But guys should be getting off here soon. We'll stay in helicopter view for a little while. And we should be underway now. Calvin Wolf getting a drive-through penalty. Calvin Wolf in 8th position, like I said, having a really great start qualifying, but now has a drive-through. So race one for him is over. And we have Tim Shade, I believe, going spinning around, contact from the rear. Not sure what caused that incident. We're going to stay on board as we have contact between the other note that's Valero, and Calvin Wolf getting a drive-through and punted in the rear here at the beginning of this race tonight. Not what you like to see. Not a great start for him for having such a great pole position. Kexel in the lead at the moment, getting a great launch compared to the guys behind. Or sorry, Peter Hutchins getting a good launch. Kexel decently behind, but Peter Hutchins here now in the lead, going up towards the corkscrew, our first time through the section here tonight. We had some contact for one of the Shade Bros there early, unfortunate to see. So they have dropped back. Anthony Jones still in 3rd position, but has a very speedy Sosa right behind him, waiting to get up. I do not like this camera angle, so we're going to change it up. Some crazy action happening at the moment on track as our first lap is coming to a close here tonight. There we go, a bit better camera angle there for us to witness this action. Peter Hutchins, like I said, steaming away with it here in the lead. Kexel right behind there. Hutchins getting a second lead over Kexel. Anthony Jones here in 3rd. Rafa Sosa here, 4th position. Gunning down. I don't know what our camera angle is doing here. Going after Anthony Jones, but he has to watch out for Tony Casero from behind. Calvin Wolf, he will having to serve that drive-through penalty in the next lap or 2 laps. As we have, who was that? One of the guys going out wide. Zach Patterson off track into the sand, but didn't lose the car, luckily. Mike DeRushero still up here in 11th position. Dan Shade doing all right. Tim Shea getting punted there in the first corner, has some damage, dropped all the way back to 22nd position here. We got a driver in the pits early. Calvin Wolf serving the drive-through penalty now. I don't even think Calvin's, he's not even going to be able to pit change tires, so he's going to come through for that drive-through penalty. Hopefully drive the rest of the race and finish, I don't know, hopefully not last position. I guess that's really just the recovery drive he has to do tonight. But on to Zach Patterson, who had a bit of a mistake trying to get past Valero here in the AMG number 87. Can Zach make a move here going up the hill towards the corkscrew? We'll find out here momentarily. Mike DeRochero in 10th now as Calvin had to pit. He is starting to get closer as well. Technical difficulties here again. So we have Peter Hutchins electing to pit here. Rafa Sosa in the pits as well, serving that, getting his tires changed. Got Matt Fender in here. Matt Fender was doing all right last race. Just keeping it tidy. Let's go back on to Peter Hutchins losing out a little bit to Kexel from behind. Kexel's getting him ever so slightly every lap. Anthony Jones third here, dropping back a bit. It's still a second lead, but Rafa Sosa electing to pit early, so he's the one to be watching. Mike DeRochero getting very close to the back of Valero. So it's Ferrari versus Mercedes power here for 7th position on the grid. Looks like Eric Miller is getting very close with the back of Jake Battle down here in 15th position, battling it out for 14th. As the car ahead them, Melon Pitch is almost 3 seconds ahead. Looks like Eric Miller has a bit of damage. Could have been one that caused the spin there of Tim Shade. Tim Shade making up some positions now with cars having to pit. Grzese in the pits in the Lexus in 38. 18th moment, dropping back all the time. Eric Miller losing out big through that first sector, the last sector and first sector of the track. Against Jake Battle. Let's go on to Tripod or TB here. All blacked out with red rims. Aston Martin gunning it to get up to Dan Shade, who is almost half a second now to him. It's closing in quick. We got guys going too wide right there as we witnessed. That would be Tim Shade. Already cars almost down a lap, which is incredible. My apologies for the color scheme there for Tripod. It's actually dark green and maroon-ish color with a black stripe. All these guys dropping back quite a bit from each other now. Mike DeRochero coming up to, which I believe is Tim Shade in front of him. Or is it Valero? Nope, Valero. So he's battling with Valero here. This battle's been going on for quite a few laps now. Because we got guys all over. Diego Hayes in 6th position. In that Bentley Power. Only the second Bentley on the field. Kexel being the other one. So Calvo, after receiving the drive-through penalty, is down 19th. Still has to change tires. We got 22 minutes to go. As Calvo spun around the Ferrari of Fukara. Fukara is not going to be happy with that one. Let's see if he has damage on the car. Might be bad enough that he won't be able to continue in this race. Returning and retiring, maybe fixing the car, but retiring to the pits at the moment, teleporting there. Not sure what exactly happened. We'll have to look at the replay later on tonight. Tim Shade, after that incident, turn 1, 16th position, on the rear of Eric Miller here, both in Mercedes Power. Cars. Can Tim make this pass happen within the next few corners here? He's lapping around here just under a 125, so that's not a very fast lap from Tim Shade. So not sure if he's not good with the track, or the car is actually that bad after that bit of an incident. Eric Miller going really wide, and Tim going to the inside. He's right on the rear bumper now, getting very close, going through these last couple corners until the back straight stretch. Going up the hill towards the very tricky corner under the sign where you have to dive it in there but not hit the curb. Tim doesn't appear to be getting any closer. Eric Miller is doing a pretty good job of holding him off for now. Coming up the corner and going to the corkscrew now. He's got enough of a gap. He's holding him off. Leo Moreau, our next guy, getting very close to Hosick. Mike DeRochero is going into the pit lane in 8th position. So Rafa Sosa 19th position at the moment, the car that has pitted and has done everything right. Wow, that was very close there from Leo Moreau, diving up the inside of the back marker AMG of Matt Fender. I'm not sure if he's really a back marker, as he has completed his pit stop. But just knowing that and letting the faster car from behind. It's got Leo Moreau here. He's got a nice car with a new livery on that car with lots of sponsorship. They changed teams recently. So they are now RLR Mercedes Esports. So he's moving up the order quickly here. Currently 11th position. Not sure where he qualified. I didn't see it. And we have Peter Hutchins coming into the pit lane now. We'll be dropping back quite a few places, but the guys ahead of him haven't pitted. Tony Crucero getting very, very close to the back of Anthony Jones, so let's stay on board with him as he tries to make a move on him. Tim Shade right on the back of Eric Miller now and not making that pass actually. Jake Battle is electing to pit now and get out of traffic. Crucero was getting very close. Anthony Jones having a mistake there, going wide into the sand a bit. The Porsche from behind electing to just back out of that and get a better exit through this corner, going up to the corkscrew. Will they be going side by side through the braking zone? I don't think so. Porsche slows up. Make sure he gets a good line through the corkscrew and gets that power down, coming back around the corner here. The last few until the last corner. Will either of them pit to either get out of the way of each other or get the pressure off? Nope, they both decide to continue out there battling it out. Diego Reese right back there as well. As you see, Kenneth Portis behind two going wide through turn one, not what he would want. Tony's last was quite slow. He is second faster than that, but he's being slowed down by Anthony Jones. Trying to make a move at Leo Monroe now going in the pits there in 10th position. And Peter Hutchins coming out in front of Sosa, so he is still has the net lead at the moment, but Kexel deciding to stay out. Can Kexel push that gap so that, as we watch Tony Casero go way off the track and lose all momentum. Dropping like a rock. Calvin Wolf here, 15th position, still hasn't pitted, as we said. Had a bit of a mistake trying to get past Stem as it is. Stem has loads of damage on that car, is still deciding to battle Calvin right through turn one. Calvin's got the cleaner car, a better aero at the moment. Should have no problem passing through and passing by him. Stem just kind of being left in the dust, but Calvin does have damage too. You can see his hood is popped, so not exactly sure. Maybe that was from the Ferrari incident and knows he can't pit as he will just completely lose all position. So battling it out with that damage on his car. Dustin Hosick here coming. Was very close to the back of Tim Shade there Dan Shade, through the corkscrew section, but now dropped the back and Dan Shade goes in the pits. Tripod in the pits, Valero. Dan's teammate there in the pits as well. Kenneth Portis staying out there. Big gaps between, but the gap to Crucero after that bit of an incident is coming down. Stem coming in the pits, going to have a long repair time with that damaged hood. Dan Shade just waiting it out still. Will any of these guys get a jump on the others? Guess it all depends on who had damage. Rafa Sosa, 9th position now. Peter Hutchins and... Rafa in 10th and Peter Hutchins in 9th. So Dan Shade getting away quick. Stem still in there. Valero coming out right behind his teammate. Or actually, the Valero first. Dan Shade behind him. As DeRochero is coming out. You should have the speed getting out of there faster than those guys. And now he's on the hunt for the 199 car, or the 911 car, which is a lap down, I believe. So he's actually hunting after Zach Patterson in 11th, who is just going up the hill towards the corkscrew section now. Peter Hutchins way up there. Coming around the second last corner. Last corner now. In the lead. Actually 9 seconds back is Sosa. Tony Crucero. Calvin Wolf doing his pit stop. Diego Reese jumping a bunch of positions in the pit lane. So good on him. To Diego now in a good spot. Kenneth getting out. Sosa. So Kenneth right there. So now it's all about, can Hutchins get there before Kexel leaves the pits? Anthony Jones as well. So which one of these guys is going to come out? Peter Hutchins, 44, coming down the corkscrew at the moment, as you can see on the mini-map. We got Crucero on the move again. I believe so. Tony's getting out of there. Kexel's right here. His car drops. Peter Hutchins coming around the last corner. You can see those guys in the pit lane there. Anthony Jones dropping too, so he's back on his way off the track, but Hutchins way ahead here. Should have no problem maintaining this P1 position for the last remaining 12 minutes of this race. We don't even see Kexel. Kexel coming around now, about to exit. One of the Shade Bros cars coming out behind him. 120 of Tim Shade in 23rd position. Anthony Jones right there, right behind Rafa Sosa. Can he get back up into the podium? He got a little squirrely there in the Lambo. Kenneth Portis right behind them with Zach Patterson hunting down Kenneth Portis here. Should be an interesting battle to see play out near the end. Valero again stuck behind Jake Battle. Actually gets past him now. So he's past Jake Battle. Better than where he was before. Leo Moreau in 10th position now. Well done from him. He's not out of this yet. Dan Shaden getting a little squirrely there, going up the hill towards the corkscrew. Leo Moreau going to be gaining a lot of time from that. Almost drops a whole second. There's a slow car up here ahead who may have lost it a bit on the corkscrew. Mike DeRochero kind of on his own. He can see Diego Hayes on the track ahead of him, 17th, going through turn 1 now, but just nowhere near to be able to catch him. We got some action way down the order. We got these guys all tightly packed together. Jake Battle, Tripod, Mallet Pitch, all within a second of each other, if or less than that. Very tight battling between these guys. Hard to keep track of all these different battles happening. Hosick chasing down Calvin Wolf. Tripod right there again. This is a great little three-way battle here for 12th position on the track at the moment. The Ferrari getting out of the way of these guys because they are battling it out hard. Tripod getting past Battle there. Mallet Pitch right there to get Jake next. Does he have the speed? Both cars being the Audis. One has a very interesting trippy livery here. The car ahead kind of more basic. Let's see if the rainbow color can help Mountain Pitch get ahead of him. Mountain Pitch feeling very good now, having his teammate Anthony Jones back. Anthony Jones, a very quick driver. Right on the rear of Rafa Sosa now. It's nice to see him back out here trying to battle the top guys. I'll be interested to see if he can catch him within these next 8 minutes of the race here tonight at Laguna Seca. If you're just stopping in and you're new to our league here, Zealous Racing League, you can find the link to our Discord on our social media platforms, on any of the accounts there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram even. You can find all of that by searching up Zealous Racing League. We run this every Tuesday night at the moment, 9 EST. If you're interested in jumping in here, battling it out with some of our drivers, everyone's welcome. Very friendly league. Mostly clean racing here. Anthony Jones getting very close to the rear of Sosa. Having to tap on the brakes is to not hit the rear of him. It's awesome to see a Lamborghini up here in 4th position, showing its ability to be a quick car. Anthony Jones right there within 1/10 as we have a car around. That is Matt Fender there spinning the AMG around in the second last corner, avoiding hitting the guys in the lead here. So these guys pace around here. Isn't that hot, to be honest? 123, 124. Pretty average lap times, I'm saying. Here at 11:30 in the morning. We have a car 333 around. One of our new drivers. Or one that we haven't seen in a while in the Ferrari. Not what you like to see. Crashing. Anthony Jones now starting to maybe feel the pressure trying to get past Rafa Sosa, and they end up making contact and spinning around. So that was crazy. Anthony Jones being a gentleman and letting Sosa get through first and getting back on the racing line. We will have a discussion about that and see about penalties later on tonight. Anthony Jones is really trying to get past Rafa. Rafa doing a great job at defending. Eventually it was going to either turn into chaos or a pass as we watched Diego Hayes getting in a very interesting position trying to get up the inside going through turn 1. I'm sure that was definitely a track cut. If it wasn't, this track is broken. So some messy stuff happening, but the guys capitalizing on it. Kenneth Portis up now in the podium position of 3rd. But he has a very fast Zach Patterson right behind him in 4th position here. The rest of the grid's kind of equaling itself all out here. One thing I'll mention quick, Calvin Wolf after a drive-through penalty, some damage. A second pit stop. Or an actual pit stop after that drive-through, and he's down in 19th or 18th position at the moment. That is pretty good for him. So Kenneth Portis having to watch out for Zach Patterson from behind here. Kenneth does some amazing defending, so if there's anyone that can hold off a fast guy from behind, it is definitely Kenneth. But this is going to be intense going for the last 4 minutes of this race. With only 2/10 separating these two. So it's all about Kenneth putting this car in the right place, but not sacrificing too much lap time. It is decently hot out there, 27 track temp. Tires will be cooking, but since it's a short race and we don't have a huge multiplier on, tire wear shouldn't be an issue. As you see, Zach Patterson going out wide there and having some issues. And a bit of sand, so interesting. Anthony Jones and Diego Hayes getting again close to each other. Was a lot closer for a little bit. This battle is the one I'm really interested in here. We have tripod Very close battle between these three all race long. Got a pitch right there, but just too far. So we got Dan Shade ahead. Valero above Dan Shade. So 2 teammates right there. Great points for that team as well as Tim Shade in 20th position now. He has Todd File ahead in 20th, who can definitely catch. As Todd's a little bit new to the game, as we do see that pass happen on the scoreboard. Calvin Wolf now up into 17th position. Jake Battle and Hosek getting very close to each other as well. There's battles everywhere. They're all so close. It's fantastic to watch. Rapasosa will definitely have a challenge here coming up in the last 2 laps. Anthony Jones right there trying to go on the outside coming up the hill here. Could he get a better exit going up the hill? He goes out wide but doesn't touch the dirt. Crucially. Coming up to the cork crew. They're going to get close again. There's a yellow flag on track. We have 38 of Gerzazi spun around, I believe. That was very close from them. Almost making... or definitely distracting them coming around that corner. Rochero is right there too. Not too far off from these guys. So if they keep battling, he will be quite happy with that. Tony Crucero now getting past Calvin Wolf. Calvin Wolf's going to have to watch out from Tim Shade from behind in 19th position. As we got 1 more lap to go here. This should be the final lap. Should be, I say, which doesn't mean it is. Jones still stuck behind Rafa last time, got a little impatient, made some contact. The Ferrari just cutting the track like crazy. Kenneth Portis staying consistent and getting ahead of Zach Patterson. The last corner here, Jones will be wanting to make something happen here, but really just needs to focus trying to get as fast to the line as possible, as he could have a penalty coming his way later on tonight. So Peter Hutchins getting a victory here tonight against Kexel and Bentley. Very good battling from them. Kenneth Portis getting a podium now in 3rd. Well done to Kenneth. Zach Patterson doing decent too in 4th, but could have got Kenneth there, but just lost it. Couldn't keep going. Rafa Sosa, Anthony Jones, 6th place. Good job from him. Diego Hayes, 7th after a scary moment there. Mike DeRochero coming in 8th. Great job from him. Leo Moreau, 9th. We haven't seen him in a little bit. Valero getting 10th, bettering both Shade brothers. Dan Shade, 11th. Tripod, 12th. Melon Pitch, 13th. Not bad from him. I know he has better pace, but did pretty good. Eric Miller, 14th. Well done for him. Tony Casero, not sure what happened to this man not having a great result. Usually up there in the top 5. Calvin Wolf, 16th after all the craziness, getting a drive through, pitting, getting some damage. Hosek, 17th. Jake Battle, 18th. Tim Shade, 19th. Todd File, 20th. Great job from him. Matt Fender, 21st. Stem, 22nd. Bukhara getting a lot of penalties there. Not sure if that's all due in 23rd. And after that, actually, he drops down to 24th. Biladu getting 22nd. Mercedes E25th. One of our new guys, Barrier 27. But on to qualifying for race 2, our night race or evening race here at Laguna Seca. Track temps are going to be completely different. So we have 16th, so dropping down 11 degrees here at night, Laguna Seca. So very interesting to see, that's for sure. Kenneth Portis getting out nice and early. So we'll be watching him to put down a nice lap time here. That's right on board with Kenneth Portis. A podium, maybe, you know, he does have the pace for that, but maybe didn't think he would get one this night. Ends up getting it. Consistent driver, no mistakes. You capitalize. So watch Calvin put down, hopefully, a very speedy lap here. He has probably practiced for this track. Temperature very low, so the car will feel very much different if you don't have the pressures right. A lot of these guys will be putting down faster lap times actually because the track's colder. It's easier. A lot of people wouldn't think so, but if you have the pressures right, colder track, faster. Alright, so he comes down the start straight here to start this hot lap. Coming past the start straight now. Lap starting to tick down, braking at this white line right there, the third, shifting down into first gear, coming around here, holding the throttle, pounding it as hard as you can now, down shifting one gear here, turning in tight, missing that inside sausage curb. Going up to fourth gear. Oh no, just about fourth gear, letting off the throttle, letting it coast through the corner. Flat out again, going out wide as you can. Coming through here, braking just at the 2-meter sign there. Leaving it in second, turning, and then power down up the hill here. Going to be braking just after this sign there, turning in, keeping it in fourth. Very clean line there. The car very stable, keeping a lot of speed. Braking right here as that curve begins, downshifting to first, turning in tight, not too tight on the exit, coming down, second gear, out wide, third, coasting it, bringing it in tight here, touching the outside a little bit, downshifting one gear here, coming through to the right, as wide as you can. Now right here, tricky braking zone just before the tube part. There's really something that tells you where to pit brake. And then turning in nice and early in the last corner, coming around, crossing the start straight, cutting as much track as you can, doing a 122.689. Well done from him. That's a decent lap. Calvin Wolf here, third position. Maybe not a great corkscrew performance right there. Diego Hayes getting second with 5/10 down. Leo Moreau 5.5 tenths down. Bolero eighth. Melon Pitcha second. Gutierrez or Guta, I don't know how to say his name. 7th Hosick, but Anthony Jones jumping up. Calvin Wolf getting 12th. So 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds off the pace of the leaders. Mike DeRochero, I'm interested to see what he does. 6/10, so very slow, so maybe tire pressure is not up. Not great from him. Kexel, that's the man we want to be watching. Coming to the second last corner here. Taking a very good line through there, very tidy exit. And what kind of lap time can this man produce for us tonight? This is a 122.4, so full position here. Kenneth Portis. Oh, and then Kenneth just smashed it out of the park. Doing a 122.6 or 122.164, I meant to say. Peter Hutchins doing faster than that. 121.9. Tony Crucero giving it a decent chance there. Rafa Sosa now. Last chance for him to get the pole position here. Did he make up 0.8 a second from the last lap? I don't know. He's the last chance for him to jump up the board. Very clean from him last corner. Nicely done. Can he jump up here? Just 4th position. Mike Duchero, however you fucking say it. 6th position. Reese in 7th. So not bad from him. Is he still on a lap right now? I don't think he improved, but we can sure. Someone that did improve is Leo Monroe. 0.2 up. Ace 1 second up. 1/10. I think Leo Monroe has it here. Diego dropped up. Actually, a couple dropped down. Alright, so Peter Hutchins again with a solid pole position lap of 121.975. Kexel is just 1/10 under that. And Kenneth Portis just under 3/10 under that. So our order is the same as the finish of last race. Very dark now as we're in to the race. So this should be interesting. It'll be a little bit difficult for us to watch and see on track. So definitely don't want to be in this camera for now. So we're going to try camera set 2 here for our second race. So we're just adding our pit stop ballast penalty. So the top 5 drivers get plus 5 seconds in the pit lane. So now Valero, Crucero, Monroe, Hayes, DeCherrero, and Jones all have a chance. They can keep within 5 seconds of the guys ahead and pit around the same time or over or undercut them properly. They'll be in for a great result. And it's on these top 5 speedy guys to maximize their pace and stay ahead. Build out that gap so that 5 seconds doesn't affect their race result. So the track temperature is down 1 degree from earlier. 15 degrees, but it is optimal track temp for this time of the day. 0 wind as well, so should be no excuses for drivers to be having a hard time. Just a quick reminder that we'll be back again next week for round 7. I see an error in the graphic there. Round 7 at Monza in Italy. So look out for that one next week. Same time, same place. As we're just about underway, the guys will be hitting drive. Cars will be lighting up here and turning on. Guys are setting their fuels and everything in their setups. 5 seconds to go. Hopefully all the drivers have got everything up, running, and ready to go. Got Wolf giving us a little display there in the background with a little light show. So we got Peter Hutchins again here, pole position, starting on the inside. It would be awesome for him to get these results happening. It's on Kexel to try to not let another victory leave his grasp. Kenneth Portis, I think he's prepared to be quite quick around here at this time. We got a lot of guys ready, gunning, ready to go. Valero doing really great in 6th position, really extracting a lot of pace out of his car. He's ready to rumble. We got guys just working out their starting positions here. Tharbro and Kexel, our leader in the championship, now having a harder time against the guys here at Laguna Seca. We're about underway now. Can Kexel get into the lead and maintain it? But as we go green here at Laguna Seca, can he get a better start than Hutchings on the inside? Side by side going into turn 1 here, keeping it clean, most of the guys. A few guys going out wide. And we got some incidents. Again, a Dan Shade spinning around. 4 wide going through the intersection, middle section of the track. Got some guys going out wide all over the place. Calvin in 10th position now. So Anthony Jones getting absolute clobbered there in the beginning. Unless he started from the pits. Fender and back there, top file. A lot of action everywhere. Come through the corkscrew. They're one after the other. A line here. Very close racing between all these guys. Tripod losing out to a couple guys. Tripod coming back at them. There, the new Aston Martin against the old. Zach Patterson electing to just get out of this craziness. First one in the pit lane at the moment. Maybe had some damage, but just getting out of the way. Wanting to get clean air and to be able to be on the track alone. Oof, going out wide there. Hutchins and Kexel following him. Very close racing from these guys. Kenneth Portis a second and a bit back from both of them. We got Diego, who started pretty well but was in that incident in turn 1. Oof, as we have Mike Rocher going wide there. He's got Stem behind, who isn't that fast compared. Tony Casero was very close to the back of Rafa, but has dropped back now. Tripod and Jake Battle right there as well. So we got a bit of traffic between them. Now, Tripod won't be happy with that. Hopefully try to cut the... Oh, we have a car around. Who is that? Eric Miller. Eric Miller getting spun around. Diego. Hayes building a gap from Fakara in behind. Mike DeRochero coming at Hosick. Trying to bring that gap down as much as possible. And the Ferrari going after that Mercedes. AMG coming up the hill towards the corkscrew. How close is he? Pretty dang close. 2/10. Just over 2/10. Through the corkscrew, coming down. Oh, watch out for Anthony Jones from Melon Pitch, sorry. Behind at 12, very speedy looking like. So Mike will want to get past. Osick ahead. Give him some breathing space, but Melon Pitch is right there. Very close to the rear. Oh, and Leo Moreau getting 4 minutes of damage from the turn 1 incident, I'm assuming. That is not great news. If we can get you repaired back out there, that is a brutal amount of time lost. Way worse than expected, I'm assuming. Would not have wished that on anyone. Back onto Melon Pitch here. Hunting down Mike, hunting down Osick. Just needs a couple more solid laps. Rafa Sosa trying to make a pass on the corkscrew of Tony Casero. He does get that move done. We'll have to review that to see how wide he forced Tony off the track there. Calvin Wolf right there in 6th position. Calvin Wolf, well done, my man. Capitalizing on those mistakes from drivers ahead early. Doesn't get a drive-through penalty, so let's hope he's good to go here. Tony will not want to let that position go like he has, so he'll be battling, but Hutchins and Kexel fighting it out, and Portis getting very close. Bukar in the pit lane in the Ferrari. Kexel's right on the rear of Peter, ready to pounce. They're going side by side here through this turn almost. Kexel get a better exit up the hill. About equal here. Keeping it smooth. Kenneth Portis having a great exit out of that corner. It's a great three-way battle here for the first position. Crisero right there on the back of Rafa Sosa too. So he's not, he doesn't like what happened with Rafa there. Some damage to the front of Tony's car. Very close to the rear of Sosa right there. The bumpers were just about touching. Calvin Wolf loving this battling. Keep it up, boys. Keep battling for me. Diego Hayes in the pit lane now in 17th in the Bentley, down 20th. Probably even lower than that, but is one of the first cars to make a pit. Calvin's loving this right now. These guys battling it out. Calvin making a bit of a mistake. Maybe commentators curse Valero taking that position 6th now. Calvin in 7th, and then Tim Shade back there, 8th position, about 3 seconds back from Calvin. Well, Calvin may have lost some positions there, but can maintain the pace. It just needs to not make mistakes. Stay up with these guys. Tony is not giving it up. Oh, and Liam Moreau now not having forced feedback. That's really unfortunate, man. At least you gave it a whirl. And sorry about that. Hopefully we can see you out next week. You can have a better result. Mike DeRochero, is that who was going really wide right there? So we already have drivers. No, that was a different car. That might have been Calvin having a bit of an issue. Oh yes, Calvin getting pressured from Valero from behind. I think he passed Valero in turn 1, or last turn, and now they're battling it out here through turn 1. We got some guys right on the rear there as well. But this is exciting here. Can Calvin get that position back? Calvin having the pace here, but Valero just staying ahead. Defending the position well. Calvin just needs to keep running this pace. Continue until the leaders pit. Possibly further than that. Tony Casero still battling it out here with Rafa Sosa. Kexel deciding to pit. So Kexel, our first car pitting here. Got that 5-second extra time that we'll have to watch how close. He seems to be pulling early and getting ahead of these guys doing the undercut. So really not sure where it's going to play out near the end. He'll be on the track. The others will be pitting. We'll be watching the others, see if they can get out faster than him. As we got 19.5 minutes to go here in race 2 of Laguna Seca. Tony getting very close here to Rafa. Great battling from these two. Rafa really holding them off. Tony getting a good exit out of there. Not quite fast enough though. Coming through the corkscrew. Man, awesome racing. So close. Calvin Wolf tried to make a move. Losing out now. His teammate DeRochero is right there too. Malapinch getting ahead of him. So now he's dropped back further. He just cannot drop any further than that. And Anthony Jones all the way up in 12th now. Peter Hutchins into the pit lane. Tony Casero into the pit lane. Was tired of falling behind Sosa. So Patterson and Kexel. Patterson 15th currently. Way up the hill. Forget who 23 is. Who is 23? And 23 is Bouladu. Oh, Hutchins. Says Green will be on the move. Not fast enough. Zach Patterson will be coming up the start straight. Will it be enough? It's not looking like it. Peter's going to come out ahead of him, but just ever so slightly. Tony Casero now coming out in front of Kexel. So Kexel down quite a bit. Kenneth Portis not having that great of a pit. Or sorry, he is not in the pits. He's still going around here, so he's ahead of those guys at the moment. Rafa Sosa back there, but Peter Hutchins and Zach Patterson technically P1 and P2 at the moment. Hosek and Tripod into the pits. I'm wondering how long Kenneth will go. He's got traffic ahead of him. Was he going to stay out? No, he's going to pit now. We got, who was that? Sosa. Sosa spinning around. The corkscrew. Fukara again, maybe hitting one of those massive curbs in the middle sector. Getting absolutely destroyed again here. Peter Hutchins having to get, that was Zach Patterson having to get past him. We got number 7 of Matt Fender again on the corkscrew going around. Very interesting, man. Just pushing this too hard. We got Tim Shade all the way up in P1 now. And Valero's teammate in P2. And then Dan Shade in P7. So not bad. Shade Bros having a decent result here. It will help them in the team championship. Anthony Jones in 3rd, but these guys haven't pitted. Kenneth Portis coming out of the pit lane now. Peter Hutchins just passing the pit lane. Passing Kenneth now. And Peter Hutchins and Kexel right there. Kenneth hitting a bit of the dirt. That's not what he wanted to happen, but he is able to get ahead of them. So now can he just get the pedal down and start hitting those apexes correctly? So Kenneth technically P2 at the moment. Tim Shade into the pits. To Fakar again hitting those curbs. And the Ferrari just not being able to get the middle sector lines down. Problems over and over with that. Valero in the pits. Anthony Jones, the last man to not pit. Is he going to continue staying out? He does, and he gets up into 1st. So how long will Anthony Jones run out on the top before he decides to pit? Get off those tires. You can keep pace for a while. Oh, was Zach Patterson trying to get past Kenneth on the outside. Looks like he was going on the inside. Side by side going up the start straight here. Coming into turn 1 and turn 2. Kind of keeping ahead here. Zach Patterson diving in. Trying to go for the inside line. Does get that. Go side by side. Kenneth having to give him a little bit of space. And Zach getting through ahead of him. Wow, some close racing between these two. Kenneth's not going to be happy that he lost that position. We'll continue to hunt him down. So if Kenneth will want to get P2, but if he just stays where he is, stays consistent, and doesn't wreck the car, on for another podium position. Anthony Jones is still out there on track. It's hard to tell Anthony Jones and Zach Patterson apart as they're 196 and 192. So it's a little challenging to find them on the minimap. Kenneth Portis dropping back now almost a half sec to Zach Patterson ahead. Anthony Jones still not pitting. Anthony Jones coming up the hill towards the corkscrew section, so a lap ahead. Or about 75% of a lap ahead of these guys. It'll be very close if he pits. He does not have to serve extra 5 seconds like the guys ahead did, so he could get out a lot quicker. Calvin Wolf, 9th position. Getting a pass done on the inside as we just witnessed. Wow, that was a ballsy move, but made it happen. Mike DeRocher, his teammate, can he get past the same competitor cleanly? Not yet, anyways. We got car 11, Hosick, Dustin Hosick. In the dirt, spun around, some scuffs on the rear of his car. Get back on the track, Dustin, and get it going. Hosick has some guys closing in fast. Anthony Jones, I believe, our leader at the moment. Coming on the Hosick's rear bumper here. We got Kenneth and Zach getting very close again. Not sure who's ahead of them. Valero, maybe. Kexel back in 6th position. I don't know if he has damage on that car or just not liking it now. Just dropped back quite a bit and not looking like he'll be getting a top 5 here tonight with 10 minutes to go as there's a caution ahead. Car 333 around. Will he stay out of the way? That was very close. Let the car behind go through as well. No. Holding up Tim Shea. Tim Shea will not be happy with that. Get out of the way, man. He does let him through, though. Maybe not an ideal spot, but does. Come both the next guy to come up through the lap traffic ahead. Anthony Jones in the pit lane now. So this plan is not going to plan at all. He's going to lose quite a few positions here. I think he knew that. As he's off now, but he's probably going to come out in 14th position. '14th or 13th. Next to his teammate, Malapitch. We could get out before Sosa, but I'm not sure. Is he able to? He is. Tim Shade right there. Tim Shade coming battling. Like, don't make contact, guys. Whew. So Anthony Jones, 10th position, has great pace here. Just needs to get past the car ahead. Gratia. We're gonna have to look up his name again. Apologies for killing your name there, good sir. And Anthony Jones, very fast, trying to make a move there. Having to slow right down, and Tim Shade now, whoa. Dan Shade, sorry, getting sent around, spinning, drifting that car. Come on, Dan, just get your mind back in the game here. Doesn't lose out too many positions. The 411 of Malapitch is right there coming for his butt. We have another car that's around. I don't see who that is. Number 7. 71 of Eric Miller, maybe? No, 77. So calamity there happening. Not what you want to see. Malapitch now in 13th position. Anthony Jones in 12th after the mistakes from the drivers ahead. Ooh, drifting that car a wide Malapitch. Able to hold together. Got one of our competitors there in the Ferrari, number 323, getting a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane, most likely. So you hate to see that. Tony Casero getting pressured from Kexel. Let's see if Kexel can make that pass. 6.5 minutes to go here in our race 2 at Laguna Seca tonight in the Zealous Racing League Season 3. Round number 6, as you see on the graphic. 10:30 at night now. 14 degrees track temp. I believe we started in 15 to 15 degree track temp as we have a Ferrari spun around. Does he let these guys through cleanly? He does. Side by side there, Tony and Kexel for a moment. That's just who can get a cleaner exit out of this turn going up the hill. Kexel carrying a lot of speed. Tony just ahead of him enough in the Porsche to keep that. Very close racing. Kenneth Portis getting close to Zach Patterson's rear bumper again. Calvin Wolf having a fantastic race here in 7th position. Well done. Good job to see him up. So I think there was a driver there. Slow driver in front. Kenneth was just under 5 minutes to go. Kenneth just under half sec. Sometimes is getting very close to the rear. Close within the corkscrew gets very close. Kexel is just right there. Relentless going after Casero. Under 3/10, second to the car ahead. Using as wide as, like, all the track out as wide. Try to dive bomb move. Did make it happen, but he's going to redress that position. Casero just muffed that one up. Tim Shade's right there, ready. Taking advantage of that mistake from Kexel. We haven't seen a lot of mistakes from him before, so very different since he joined the league. Now it's all on Kenneth Portis. Can he get this done? We will see. Ooh, we got a slow car ahead. On to Hosek, who is trying to battle it out for tripod. He did get past him there. How can he hold him off for the rest? We will see. Anthony Jones, oof, hitting the back marker. Not what you want to see. The back marker maybe picking a bad time and some flashing lights and protest to what just occurred ahead of them. Maybe some other guys. Rubbing his racing, and that was very close. But Tony a whole 10 seconds off of Portis. And then Hutchins just driving away with it. Should have maybe mentioned him a bit more, but 10 seconds ahead of Zach Patterson. So a lonely race for this man. Out here in the front, leading the way. Let's go on board for the last few laps here. See what he's been doing. Maybe just tunnel visioning here. Head down, knows what he's doing. Able to just keep on going. Many laps, a 121.7 is best during this session, during this race. Kenneth Portis getting very close. Was ahead of Zach for a little bit there. Dropping back a whole bunch, but very close on the last turn there. Zach just quicker through the middle sector. Kenneth being able to carry a lot of speed through that corner. Zach giving a bit of a scary moment there, it looked like. Alright, Calvin is in 8th position. But Kenneth Portis here, 3rd, trying to get 2nd. Second last corner, will he get it done? Trying to set up for a better exit, but it's not going to happen. I don't think Zach Patterson just getting ahead quicker. So Peter Hutchings again, another win for him. Zach Patterson, P2. Kenneth Portis, another podium in 3rd position. Tony Casero, 4th. Kexel, 5th position. Tim Shade, Abigail Redemption Race here, 6th. Mike DeRochero coming around for 7th. Great job from him. His teammate Calvin Wolf's 8th position. He must be just buzzing after that one. Rafa Sosa having a very uncharacteristic race here in 9th position. Valero in 10th. Anthony Jones, after crazy events as well, 11th. Mallet Pitch coming around at 12th. Dan Shade, 13th. '14th here. Anthony Jones actually dropping down to 14th, so he wasn't finished yet. 14th position. Hosek, 15th. Tripod, 16th. Brzezzi down a lap, 17th. Eric Miller, 18th. Todd File, 19th. Great job from him, improving 1 from last. I don't know where Riaz came in last, possibly. Stam, Fender, all these guys kind of having some terrible race results, and Leo Monroe unfortunately retiring or finishing 17 laps. So he did finish, or did not finish, sorry, in the pits, retired. Peter Hutchins getting...
Green light, go, go, go.
I have no idea what was happening. My board was real messed up. But anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Again, we'll see you next week for round 7 of Monza here on the Zealous Racing League. You can find all our socials in the link below, in the areas below, and by just searching us at Zealous Racing League. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Remember to go to, if you have a G-Force or a Logic wheel, and you're interested in getting a 3D printed cover for that, you can go to anse3d.com and use ZRL15 for a 15% discount. And that's for a printed front cover for your Logitech racing wheel. So go check out that website, guys. Use the link and the discount code. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And drive safe out there. Take care.